Thank you, Dr. Alok, for the introduction. Dr. Jahajeeah founded World CSR Day and World Sustainability. This is Ina Kaluja, Project Head World Sustainability. Distinguished guests, all protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning. I'm very pleased to be among you today on behalf of the Honorable Minister of Energy and Public Utilities to deliver this speech. I quote, "You may wish to know that sustainable development is at the core of the Ministry of Energy and Public Utilities mandate, which is water, energy, and sanitation. As it is, we are the most vulnerable when it comes to the impact of climate change. Likewise, Mauritius is already facing the impacts of climate change, manifesting itself in the form of prolonged droughts, intense cyclones, and flash floods. I must emphasize the contribution of Mauritius in the global greenhouse gas emission is hardly about 0.01%, yet we are facing all the scars of global climate change. Despite all the efforts that we are undertaking and implementing, given our size and contribution to mitigate the greenhouse gas emissions, we will continue to face the adverse impact of climate change. Sustainable development is the only resource to increase the resilience of the island in the face of adverse impacts. In the energy sector, in line with the objective of the SDG 7 to ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all, a number of measures have been put in place. Since 2015, Mauritius has embarked in legal and institutional reforms in the energy sector. In 2016, the Mauritius Renewable Energy Agency, MARENA, was created to oversee the development of renewable energy in Mauritius. In 2017, the Utility Regulatory Authority was operationalized to regulate electricity, water, wastewater sectors through the enactment of the Electricity Act 2005 in 2022. In addition, the Energy Efficiency Management Office, which has been in operation for a decade, is implementing a series of measures to improve energy efficiency in all sectors of the economy. In our national budget 2021-2022, government has furthered its energy transition ambition by increasing the target of share of renewables in the electricity mix from 40% to 60% by 2030. The achievement of the target will allow the reduction of our dependency on the import of fossil fuels and will also contribute in the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. In addition, coal used for power generation will be completely phased out by the same horizon. Accordingly, the country's renewable energy roadmap has been reviewed in 2022 and charts the way to reach the new renewable energy target of 60% in the electricity mix. Further, the production of electricity in Mauritius from renewable energy sources is being democratized among all social classes and economic sectors. Government has put in place different schemes to cater for residential, commercial, industrial, and utility-scale electricity productions. With the assistance of IRENA, Mauritius has been able to secure a loan of $10 million to implement solar PV rooftop systems for 10,000 low-income households in the process of leaving no one behind. The project is planned to be completed by 2025. As an island state, the major constraints for Mauritius are the limited land availability, financial capability, and technical know-how to implement new technologies. Our insular electricity grid requires reinforcement in order to be able to integrate more intermittent renewable energy sources such as solar and wind. In the process to increase the resilience of the electricity grid, Mauritius has already implemented 20 megawatts of battery energy storage systems to reinforce its grid through frequency regulation. An additional 20 megawatts will be installed for peak shading. Following an island-wide feasibility study on the potential of using floating PV carried out by MARENA in collaboration with UNDP, A potential of about 700 megawatt was identified in 11 our major reservoirs. This will address the issue of limited land resources and also contribute in the reduction of evaporation from the reservoir, mitigating our vulnerability to climate change. Considering a 50% coverage only, 350 megawatt could be generated, representing 75% of our peak demand. I must say a pilot project for the installation of 2 megawatt floating PV on 1 hour reservoir is being undertaken and is planned to be scaled up to 32 megawatt. Mauritius may be a small island state, but it is also a large ocean state. Hence, in parallel with the assistance of UNEP and the joint SDG fund project, Mauritius has already embarked on a pre-feasibility study for offshore wind to tap into the potential sites in its vast exclusive economic zone. In the same way, Mauritius is also envisaging to carry out feasibility study for wave energy. Power purchase agreements have already been signed with private sectors for the implementation of a total of 130 megawatt renewable energy hybrid facilities, combining solar and battery energy storage systems. Investment in the oil sector is expected to amount to some $1.3 billion, and 90% of which will be from the private sector. I can say that since being the most vulnerable to climate change, on the emphasis and urging the developed countries for the operationalization of the loss and damage fund in order to obtain the required financial support for adaptation and mitigation measures. This statement has been strongly canvassed by the Honorable Minister of Environment, Social Waste Management and Climate Change at COP28 in Dubai during the weekend. As a means to generate electricity from our own resources, a national biomass framework has been developed for the promotion of electricity production from local biomass resources other than bagasse such as woody biomass and cane trash. I must emphasize that energy transition topic is of essence in the sustainable development of Mauritius as it seeks. In the water and wastewater sector, as mentioned earlier, Mauritius is extremely vulnerable to the effects of climate change. Two prolonged dry months during the hydrological year 2020-21 and 2022-2023 have exposed our vulnerability to water supply. This clearly calls for more actions for the country to move towards sustainable development for a safer future. However, practicing sustainable development individually will not help the country in moving in that direction. Instead, an integrated approach is being adopted, mainstreaming the concept of sustainable development. One such approach is the water energy food nexus, also known as WEF, aiming at intensifying collaborative networks between these three sectors, avoiding duplication of efforts, enhancing productivity, and harmonizing policy coherence. It is a way of improving water, energy, and food security in the country. Availability of water, energy, and food are essential in our daily life, and these necessities should be delivered in a sustainable and equitable way. Coupled with the side effects of climate change, these sectors are experiencing a rapid growth due to increasing population, improvement in lifestyles, development across the country, amongst others. Given that these natural resources are limited, there is an urgency to mainstream them for a sustainable development. Through the web nexus approach, energy, water, and land management planning will take place in coordination, and the application of each other will be thoroughly analyzed and reviewed. This approach will firstly improve human security and development while reducing pressures on natural resources and the environment, and secondly, enable Mauritius to be more resilient against climate change. Mauritius, just like other countries, has already been adopting this integral approach. For example, the Midlands Dam, which is mostly known for potable and irrigation water supply, mainly to the northern part of the island, also consists of 2 mini hydropower stations for the production of electricity. In light of the prolonged dry months in the 2020, this concept has been extended to another reservoir, Doumeraj Falls, to supply water in the western part of the island. The reservoir was previously used mainly for hydropower and irrigation. Further, with the assistance of a consultant, Ministry is carrying out a feasibility for using the tailwater release from Fairday Hydropower Station for potable and irrigation supply in the southeastern part of the island. Also, the ministry is contemplating on how to promote the reuse of the treated effluent at some water treatment plant where wastewater is treated to tertiary level. The treated effluent will be used for irrigation and for cooling purposes. The biomass produced from the sludge could be used to generate electricity for operating the treatment plant, providing a 20% on-site power autonomy. With a view to promote the web concept in Mauritius, the Ministry of Energy carried out two workshops on this concept with the assistance of EU, SADC, and the Global Water Partnership in August 2022 and March 2023. Water, energy, and food security are very important for isolated islands and Mauritius, given our proximity to climate change. In Mauritius, there is a strong drive for investing in water, energy, and food security. Despite limited potential for hydropower, Mauritius is also investigating pump storage schemes and implementing floating solar projects. With respect to the SDGs, my ministry is mainly concerned with SDG 6 and 7, and we have already achieved SDG 6 decimal 1 decimal 1 and SDG 6 decimal 2 decimal 1. On proportion of population using safely managed drinking water services and proportion of population using safely managed sanitation services, including a hand washing facility with soap and water. I must say that over 99% of the population in Mauritius has access to water, sanitation, and electricity. I am full. With these words, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a fruitful discussion and deliberation on the various thematic areas identified for today's workshop to strengthen the adoption of sustainable actions. Thank you.